Yes.
So good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, welcome you all for the first class of our business communication foundation course. In the second semester, we have many foundation courses. Some are called skilled courses and some are called life skill courses. Okay. So under life skill courses, for our college, for the second semester, they have selected business communication. So already in English, we have communication and soft skills. And even we have one more English related class. It is business communication. So it is not just about language. It is not just about English language. It is about understanding how the business organizations run and what type of communication takes place and how they communicate. Okay, so this is a very, very interesting subject. So I request all of you to pay attention and note down all the important aspects. If you observe, all other subjects help us pass through the examination, get a qualification, no doubt. They will help us in our life also. For example, if you do your chemistry, you can settle in your life as a chemist. If you do your physics and do your MSc physics again, you can become a lecturer or a researcher or a scientist. Like that, every subject helps you in your life, no doubt. However, sometimes even without the link between subject and work also our life may go. For example, one who studied BA may enter into bank and learn accounts. Someone who does MPC, BSc also may become a bank clerk, or some of you may become IAS officers where you need to deal with many other aspects. Sometimes there may be link between the work we do and what we study now, or there may not be link. This is related to other subjects, whereas the foundation courses that were suggested for us are life skills. They are life skills. That means they are skills that are required and expected to be exhibited all through our life. Not just during our student life or not just for the during our employment time. No, the certain skills are required all through your life. That's why they are named as life skills. One such life skill course is business communication. So first tell me, what is communication?
ఇద్దరు వ్యక్తుల మధ్య జరిగే సంభాషణ.
Very good. That means a conversation
for between
people. Okay, you are correct. Is it only verbal? Is it only through words?
ఎలాగైనా అవ్వచ్చు కదా సార్.
Yeah, that means how? In what way you will communicate with the other persons? What are the other ways? Through words we communicate. That means, for example, you know there are 4 basic skills in communication. What are they? We discussed in our general topics. What are the 4 fundamental communication skills? Starting with listening. Tell me, in our communication and soft skills, English Praxis 1, we discussed these things very elaborately. There are 4 fundamental communication skills. What are they?
Reading, listening,
Hmm. So how does it start with listening,
listening, speaking, reading, and writing, sir.
reading, and
And
writing?
writing.
LSRW. But these are verbal communications. That means we need to use words to communicate in these 4 ways. But there are many other ways through which we communicate also. For example, what did they communicate? For example, some children are doing some disturbance.
Please come.
Keep calm. That means may understand.
Yes, sir.
Don't make disturbance. Make silence. Understand it. Keep silent. So this is just about. And this being a hot summer, I came your home and I asked you. I am unable to speak to you, and I was gasping. And could you please? What am I asking?
Drink water.
Yeah, so a glass of water to drink.
Yes,
Or
sir.
some beggar comes and
Ask food.
yeah, he's asking. So
Yes,
did
sir.
we use words here?
No, sir.
No. But did we communicate or not?
Yes, sir. It's
Very,
communicate.
very good. So communication happened.
Body language. Too.
Very good, very good. Body language and facial expressions are gestures using our hands and legs also. So what did they do?
Come.
Yeah, that means I am inviting some person to come.
Yes, sir.
Or I am looking at a child and
Please smile.
yeah, give me a smile. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So, for example, I am playing with a girl, sometimes without using words, not just sometimes, many a time, without using words, we communicate very well with other persons. As you said, it is body language, which includes facial expressions, gestures, body movements, and all. And so communication can be verbal and non-verbal. Communication need not always be through words only. It can be verbal and non-verbal. And particularly in business organization, communication is very, very important. So tell me, in offices and business organizations, what type of communication happens? Just casually tell me. If there is a company, what type of communication takes place there between the employees and the organization, or with the employees and the outside customers? Who will be there in a company or in a business organization? Hmm? If there is a small business organization, what will be there?
ఆ కంపెనీ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసే ప్రోడక్ట్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకోవచ్చు సార్.
Very good. So they need to talk about products. Who talk?
Yes.
Who talk?
Employees, sir.
Boss or employees.
Very good, very good. There will be employees.
Yes,
A
sir.
company means there will be superior chief executive officer, general managers, managers, executives, assistant managers, marketing managers, finance managers, human resource managers, and these are all inside the organization. And outside the organization, there will be distributors, sellers, shop owners, and customers. So communication is very, very important to run a business successfully. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what did they do this time? Nana University and all other universities also, as part of our foundation courses, they gave us one wonderful course called Business Communication. And this business communication helps us understand different aspects of communication that take place in a business organization or in a company or in a corporate institution or in any way, in any college, in a private one or in a government organization, in any organization. So let's go through the syllabus first. So Adhikavi Nannaya University's degree first year, second semester, one skill development course is business communication. We have 30 hours of instruction for this course, and every week 2 hours will be there. And 2 credits are given for those who complete this course, and 50 marks examination. Okay. Then, how is it important? What are the objectives of this particular one? What are the learning outcomes? Learning outcomes means after watching these 30 hours or after attending this course, this subject, what will you get? That's very important, because after doing something, you need to get some benefit. So after doing this particular course, what benefit you are going to derive? Learning outcomes of this course are, after successful completion of this course, students will be able to understand the types of business communication and correspondence. There will be different types of business communication, you know. As I have already told you, what types? From the superior to employees, and between the employees, and between the organization and outsiders. Understand? That means we call them stakeholders, partners. Understand? So the communication takes place between the stakeholders. That means a business organization is there. Business organization, it may communicate with its own employees. Business organization communicates with another business organization. Business organization communicates with government organizations. Business organization communicates with its clients, customers, distributors, partners, franchisees. Understand? So there will be different types of business communication and correspondence. Correspondence means written communication. What type of written communication you can see? Tell me. Correspondence means? What type of written communication business organizations do? Tell me.
కంపెనీ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ గురించి ఉంటుంది సార్.
Yeah. Tell me, how do they communicate about their products? How do they communicate? How do you tell that we are starting a new product this time? How do you tell others? Indu, tell me. Through letters, through emails, understand? Through advertisements, to displays, to brochures. So you tell that we are starting for example, you take the example of a small hotel, small restaurant started in Kovura, in any small town. What do? They keep hoardings. That is one way of communication. They give advertisements in newspapers, another way of communication. And they write, that means they advertise in the theaters and other places. They distribute brochures, understand, pamphlets. So this sort of communication will be there. Correspondence with letters, emails, giving reports, all these come under correspondence. Comprehend the processes like receiving, filing, and replying. In a business organization, the writing skills are required at many places, because you need to receive the correspondence. For example, you started manufacturing some ready-made shirts. You give advertisement that we are manufacturing ready-made shirts. You please buy from us. Like that, you gave an advertisement and you gave your mobile number or email ID. Then interested distributors and customers will be calling you or mailing you. So you need to receive that one. Receiving that also is a communication process. Filing, you need to file. Who asked and how many numbers they asked and what type of quality they asked. You need to file them. You need to receive the letters. You need to put your date and you need to file them. And you need to give a reply also. Within 1 month we will deliver, or within 1 week we will deliver, like that. So all that comes under communication. You will be in a position to understand that filing, replying. Then acquire knowledge in preparing good business communication. That means how to write a business letter, how to prepare a report, and how to prepare an agenda, meeting, how to prepare for meetings, how to write the proceedings of the meeting or minutes of the meeting, how to circulate them among the members. All these things you will understand after attending this course. Acquaint with organizational communication requirements and presentations. How to communicate within the organization professionally in a formal manner by giving lectures or making presentations, you will understand. So these are the learning outcomes. That means after attending this course, these are the things that you are going to learn. Now let us go through the syllabus given to us. First unit, introduction and importance of communication, an overview. So what is communication? Definition of communication or explanation about communication. Importance of communication, why communication plays very important role in an organization. And what are the processes, meaning and process of communication. That means communication in an organization is different from our ordinary communication. Ordinary communication is informal. But business organization communication is formal, structured, top down, understand, or bottom up, like that. So, what's the meaning and process of communication? Next one, organizational communication and its barriers. While discussing listening skills also, we discussed these things. So we have already known something about this. What are the barriers of communication? Barriers of listening we saw there. Now we see barriers of communication. Barriers means hurdles, obstacles that come in the way of communication process. Okay, so please note down the first unit contains introduction and importance of communication, an overview, meaning and process of communication, organizational communication and its barriers. Unit 2, types of business communications. As I have already told you, top-down communication or bottom-up communication or cross communication. Understand, that means our grapevine communication, that means informal communication that exists between among the employees. And what are the different categories? What are the methods to communicate? How do we communicate with the employees? How do we communicate with the superiors? How do we communicate with the other organizations? How do we communicate with our customers, clients, or distributors, or franchisee organizations, or general public? Understand? So these things are discussed there. Are there any formats available? That means, for example, before launching a product, they take feedback of the public. What type of new dress you would like to have, which cloth you would like to wear, and which one do you prefer, what type of metal you would like to use in the vessels. So like that, they take feedback. Based on the feedback, they start new products also. So for which the survey forms will be there. So like that, some formats, methods also we will learn. Business vocabulary. So business vocabulary means, vocabulary meaning what? Can you tell me what is the meaning of vocabulary? vocabulary, many times we discussed. I told you the meaning. Vocabulary means, please note down, words. Vocabulary means words. That means business vocabulary means business organization will be having a set of different vocabulary compared to us. For example, if you take an information technology industry, IT industry, IT vocabulary is different. There you have, can someone say what are the different words that are used in information technology? Madhumati
Yes, sir.
or Priyanka, please.
Could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I am asking, if it is an information technology industry, a computer based industry, what are the different words that can be used in that organization?
అర్థం కాలేదు సార్.
Yeah, Madhumati, please speak loudly.
అర్థం కాలేదు సార్.
బిజినెస్ వొకాబులరీ అంటే వ్యాపారానికి సంబంధించిన పదజాలము అంటుంది. ఒక ఉదాహరణకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ వ్యాపారం చేసి అంటే కంప్యూటర్ రిలేటెడ్ వ్యాపారం చేసి ఒక కంపెనీ ఉందనుకుంటాం. ఆ కంపెనీలో వాడే పదాలు ఏముండొచ్చు ఊహించగలరా అని అంటున్నాను.
సి లాంగ్వేజ్.
లాంగ్వేజ్, వెరీ గుడ్. The C language, C++, like that computer language.
Java, something.
Yeah, very good. So some computer languages are used. That means we have designed this using C++ language or Java language. Okay, good. Go on.
ఆ కంపెనీ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ గురించి యూస్.
Hmm.
What is that, sir?
So when we look at computer, there will be software and
Yes, sir.
hardware. Understand?
Desktop.
Yeah. So internet connection, Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Understand? So all these.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So networked. Okay. So Windows, MS.
Mouse.
Understand? IBM chip.
Keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard, motherboard, like that. That means information technology means, so the company deals with all these sort of vocabulary. That is
Okay, sir.
related to that one. That means programming, projects, and project report, client satisfaction. Okay, customer
Client.
satisfaction. Yeah.
Clients, sir.
Yeah, clients. Understand? So if it is, for example, some other organization which deals with what you can say fast moving consumer goods, a company like Hindustan Lever Limited, Procter and Gamble, what type of words they use? ఫాస్ట్ మూవింగ్ కన్జ్యూమర్ గూడ్స్, FMCG అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు నేను వాడుతున్నవన్నీ కూడా బిజినెస్ వర్డ్సే, మీరు గమనించండి. అందుకని ఊరికే వినడం కాదు, నోట్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉన్నారనుకోండి, యూ విల్ బి ఇన్ ఎ పొజిషన్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ద బిజినెస్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. సో బిజినెస్ అనగానే ఒక సెపరేట్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ వొకాబులరీ ఉంటుంది. FMCG అన్నాను కదా, IT అన్నాను. IT అంటే ఏమిటి? ఇందాక ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం? ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ అన్నాం. ICT అనే వర్డ్ ఉంది, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అండ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ అన్నాం. SW అని వాడాం, ICT లో పనిచేసే వాడికి తెలిసిపోతుంది అంటే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అని. అండర్స్టాండ్? HW అని వాడాం, హోంవర్క్ అని అనుకోరు, హార్డ్వేర్ అని తెలుస్తుంది, హార్డ్వేర్ స్పెసిఫికేషన్స్. లేదా నెట్ అన్నాం, నెట్ అనగానే మనం వాలీబాల్కి వాడేది, ఫుట్బాల్కి వాడేది నెట్ అని అనుకోరు, ఇంటర్నెట్ అని తెలుస్తుంది. అవునా కదా? So this is what called vocabulary. For example, if it is an FMCG market, the vocabulary they use will be products, goods, production, And particularly they produce what? Soaps. Understand? And these days, of course, I mean, toothpaste and coffee powder, tea powder, all these are fast moving consumer goods. And you like the fairness creams, understand, detergents, washing powders, all these come under this FMCG sector. So there they deal with the words called, I mean, discount, understand, free, understand. So bonanza, look at these words.
Offers.
Offers, very good, very good, very good. Offer. So these are all business related words. Understand? Free. I mean, 1+1 offer.
One offer. Yes, sir.
A discount, sale. Understand? And customer satisfaction, client satisfaction, franchisee satisfaction, and delivery of goods, quality maintenance, quality products. So like that, several words occur in business. Okay. Sales, profits, losses, marketing, expansion, understand, advertisement. All these words are related to business only. Okay, so this type of business vocabulary we come across. And business idioms, that means certain idioms are words or phrases related to a particular cultural background. That means some words are related to business only. And though such words are used outside, they mean something else. And here discount, immediately you get that word that something reduction of price. Understand? That is what called business idiom. Offer. Offer can be used outside the business also. But in business, offer means what? Something at an attractive price or something that comes free. When you buy a bigger product, they give a small product free. That is the offer. Understand? Or they may give you, for example, some words are used: warranty, guarantee, free service. See, all these words, they are related to, business, marketing, quality control. Once again, I repeat. And collocations. Collocations means some words join with some other words only, not with every word. Business offer, price discount, understand? And franchisee offer or market expansion, market capture, share market, understand? Mutual funds in financial market, financial business, profits and losses, and business growth, business expansion or losses. All these come under business vocabulary, business idioms, and collocations. Next one. So you will learn all these things. What happens? What is the use of learning all these things? Tell me. If you learn these, if you learn mathematics, physics, chemistry, what are the benefits you get? You know. What is the benefit if you learn this vocabulary or idioms related to business communication? What is the immediate benefit? Ravali? What is the benefit of learning this? See, if you learn these words in advance, after degree, if you get a job in Big Bazaar as a sales manager or as a team leader or in any company, then you need not learn everything anew. You can tell them during the interview itself, sir, I know these terms. I know these terms related to sales, marketing, and products, discounting, and window display, and salesmanship, and customer satisfaction, customer communication, customer feedback. I know the meanings of certain words, sir. So I can be employed immediately. So this will enhance your opportunities for getting better career, better employment immediately after completion of your degree. You need not to go and learn some new things again. Understand? Immediately you can be employed. And where is next organizational hierarchy will be taught here during this course. Organizational hierarchy means there will be generally staff and line functions. In an organization, in any organization, you know, the owner will be there or the main leader will be there. And upon him, some other next level, like that. For example, bigger industries, we have chairman and managing director, or CEO, chief executive officer. Please understand these terms. CMD means chairman and managing director. In some organization, chairman might be different, MD might be different. So I am talking to my MD means what? Managing director. He is our chairman means what? He is the head of the institution, head of the company. And there will be some other designations like CEO. Can someone tell me what does the CEO mean?
Chief Executive Officer.
Chief Executive Officer. Very good, very good. Chief Executive Officer. What is the meaning of CFO?
Chief Financial Officer, sir.
Very good. Chief Financial Officer. That means financial related all dealings are dealt by that person. How much budget is allocated, how much is spent, how much profit comes and how much losses are going. Understand? Chief Financial Officer. These days, with respect to information technology, one more designation is coming in companies. CIO. Can someone tell me?
Chief Information Officer, sir.
Chief Information Officer. Very good, very good. Understand? Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Information Officer. That means he will be responsible for all the business communication and information inside and outside the organization, and usage of information technology and computers and internet and all. There will be some other post also in some companies, particularly product companies. COO. COO, Chief Operating Officer. That means he will be responsible for the ground level operations. That means actual activities. Chief Operating Officer. Like this, the designations will be there in a hierarchy. After CEO, there will be vice presidents. Or in some other organizations, general managers. After general managers, under each general manager, there will be again divisions also. Finance, human resource management, one division. That means vice president HR or GM HR. GM marketing, that means marketing section. GM finance and GM information technology. Like that will be there. Under those general managers, again, managers will be there. The managers also can be divided into senior managers and managers. Under managers, we have assistant manager. And assistant managers, after that one we have executives. And sales, we have sales managers and sales executives, marketing executives. You know, in medical department, who are the persons who come to doctors and talk to them about medicines marketing? Do you know? Some people come to doctors from the medical companies and market about their medicines. Sir, this is a new medicine that came from our company. This enhances immunity among the patients. Particularly, this will be helpful during this COVID or Corona time. What do we call them? Do you know? Medical representatives. They are called medical representatives. What do? They go to the doctors and the pharmaceutical, pharmacists, medical shop owners, and advertise about their product. That's so and so new medicines came from our company. So this is organizational hierarchy. This is internal. Outside also, there will be a national head. In each state, there will be a branch. And if it is a very large company, even a journal branches also will be there. Like in Vijayawada, one branch, Visakhapatnam, one branch, and Tirupati, one branch. Like that, there will be. Understand? If it is a MNC, MNC means what? MNC.
Multinational companies. Sir.
Multinational
Nation
company.
company.
Very good. So what is the meaning of that one?
ఎక్కువ నేషన్స్ లో
Yes, correct. A company which exists in more than one country.
మోర్ దెన్
In many countries, they are called multinational companies. For example, even our Indian companies like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, they are now multinational companies because their presence is in many other countries. So you will come to know how organizational hierarchy will be there in a business organization. Next, various levels of communication in an organization. Communication levels also will change. Top down. Top down means what? Top down. Can you understand? Top down communication means
రిలేటెడ్ గ్రాఫా సార్
it is not a graph. Top down communication. What do you understand? Don't worry whether it is a mistake or not. No problem. Top down communication. Listening this one, what do you get in your mind? What could it be? Nikhil.
Last one, sir. లాస్ట్ లో ఉన్నదని అర్థం సార్.
టాప్ లో ఉన్నది అనా?
అంటే టాప్ డౌన్ సార్. డౌన్ లో ఫస్ట్ అంటే లాస్ట్ లో ఉందని అర్థం.
Tell me, top down communication means communication start at what position? Top and goes to
down.
Understand? For example, in a college, top-down communication means our principal sir gives a notice about summer holidays or online classes. So, notice is given, communication is given by whom? Principal, who is at the top. But received by whom? Received by the students who are at the down level of hierarchy. That means communication that flows from top to bottom is called top-down communication. If it is reverse, bottom-up, that means communication that starts
from bottom to top.
From bottom and reaches the top. For example, product feedback. The company releases a new product. Users are using it. Who will get the feedback and give it to the topmost persons? Ground level. Understand? For example, if it is a restaurant, big restaurant, where some 20-30 waiters are working, and they started a new tiffin that day, a special is offered. And who will get the feedback from the customers? Is it the owner or the actual server?
Waiter.
Waiter, very good. So the waiter tells that new dish, he offers. And later he asks the customer, sir, how do you find the new dish? Is it okay? Or do you have any suggestion? All waiters take the communication back as a feedback, as a report to their top officials. That is what called bottom up. Understand? Some communication comes from the topmost person to the lower persons. Some type of communication goes from the bottom ground level persons to the topmost persons, to the CEO or the chairman. And horizontal communication means communication that goes within the organization between the employees. That means employee communicating with another employee, or one division communicating with another division. Finance department talking to marketing department talking to HR department talking to IT department. These are all horizontal communications. Understand? So the variety of communication also we will understand in unit 2. Next, business reports. See, a business organization has many reports. Not just a business organization, any organization. For example, before starting our college, we would take whether feasibility report we take. That means whether Kovuru requires a new government degree college. Then we gather the information. How many junior colleges are there? How many students are coming out? How many private degree colleges are there? Where are the other government degree colleges? What is the distance with them? All this report we call it a SWOT analysis also. That means what are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are the opportunities? What are the threats? What are the problems? Understand? We take all the information and we prepare a ground level report, and the regional joint director and some other officer, they give the report to the Commissioner of College Education saying that, sir, there is a need to establish a new government degree college here because many students will join. So in any organization, such reports will be there. So in a business organization, there will be more business reports. Business reports means after they, for example, during Corona time, which products are moving fast? Which products have no sales at all? And what are the interests of the consumers? For example, all of you are aware that which industry will grow in information technology, which industry is growing nowadays? All of us are interested on that one. Earlier also there were computers, laptops, tabs, but now the demand is huge. Many lecturers purchase personal computers, laptops. Many students purchase smartphones are in huge demand, and mics, speakers, and all these have huge demands. Laptops, tabs, they have huge demand, and Wi-Fi networking service offering companies, they have huge demand. Understand? During Corona period, online products, online business, online market grows very well. And food related, for example, during curfew also, food delivery is okay. Government said that food delivery companies can work. So during curfew also, if you are working in a company which delivers food like Swiggy or Zomato, that means the demand will be there. So they get reports. What type of products are in huge demand? Which items are sold very well? Which place buys what type of items? Understand? Based on the reports, you will change. What type of mobile people are preferring? Is it keyboard based or touch phones? Understand? Like that, which type of which size of laptops they are preferring? 21-inch or 15-inch or 13-inch? Is it LED screen or some other one? So is it with built-in camera or external? Like that, they get many reports from the franchisees, from the distributors, from the customers, from the marketing managers, from the salespersons, from the heads of the departments, head of the finance, head of the marketing, head of the HR, like that. They go on, they get the reports, they analyze. They will find out the reasons if any losses are there. If any faults of product are there, they will try to rectify. They will send the report, feedback report. You know, all of you are asked giving rating. Na? When you buy some product, they ask for your rating. When you go to a hotel, they ask you for your rating, 5-star rating or 4-star rating, or you don't give any rating. Hospitals, stars rating is there. When you watch a movie, you are giving rating. Understand? So these ratings are nothing but business reports, one way of business reports. So they will collect that and they will find out what problems are there in their product, and they will try to change the product later or improve the product. And presentations. Now I am giving you a presentation with the help of a PPT. I have gathered the information and I am trying to make you understand what the syllabus is there in business communication. Like that, a marketing manager gives his presentation to the distributor. Sir, we got a new product. The product's features are like this. If you buy these, many shops also will buy. You will get profits. Like that. He makes a presentation with the help of a PPT. So how to make business presentation? How to make online communication? That means how to make an advertisement online. How to write up about the product. How to describe the product features. These are all called technical writings. So those technical writing aspects, online communication also you will understand in this unit 2. Next we have unit 3. Only there are 3 units. In skill-based papers, only 3 units are there. And the 3rd unit it deals with receiving business communications, filing and sending replies. Not just filing, but sending replies also. Routine cycle of communications, writing communications. That means routine way of communicating. When you go to a jewelry shop, after selling that one, they give you a feedback form. They ask for your feedback. How is the service of the salesperson? Then you will give good rating. Very good. And when you go to a restaurant, they ask your feedback. Understand? So all these come under this one, receiving and sending replies also. They may send an appreciation letter. So letter form they may send, or a message they may send, or a happy birthday they may send. Understand? Routine cycle of communications, writing communication. That means writing emails, writing business inquiries, and writing letters, and writing apology letters, or writing letter for expansion, giving an advertisement. Understand? So all this come under writing communications. Next one, characteristics of a good business communication. So what should business communication have? Is it only language oriented? Tell me, if you are very good at language, is it enough in business communication? You have very good grammar. Is it okay? Or something else is also required in business communication?
Behavior with the customers.
Very good, very good. So you need to understand the mind of the customers. So you must have commonsensical knowledge. For example, all of you know the advertisements, wonderful advertisements, they attract us. Understand? Na vayasu nasalu kanabadana pada na charmam. Which company's advertisement is this one?
Sure, sir.
Huh?
Santur.
Which company? Advertisement.
Santur.
Santur. Understand?
Santur.
Santur. We know. So that attracts the customers. Because generally people feel that they want to look younger. And that's a common phenomena. So, who's the language there? It's not just grammar or English language.
Lalita Jewelries.
Lalita
Jewelries, sir.
Lalita Jewelers. Understand? So just with one sentence, they steal our hearts. They grab attention. Understand? So immediately you remember that product. These are called taglines. So business communication is very, very important. Not just language, but creativity should be there. Common sense should be there. People's mind should be understood. So you must have an understanding about the changing trends. Changing trends of the youth also. Understand? So all these things come under this one. Characteristics of a good business communication, we will understand there. Preparation of business meeting agenda. I have already told you, during meetings, before meeting, if we make what are the points to be discussed in the meeting, we call it agenda. Agenda is prepared before conducting a meeting. That means what points are to be discussed in the meeting. It is called agenda. And meeting minutes means after, during the meeting, what are the discussions going on, we take down. For example, as you are taking down important points as a notes, during meetings also we take down the notes. That is called minutes. Please remember these words. Agenda means the plan of the meeting in advance. And according to the agenda, we start and discuss what the points we discuss. Those are called minutes. After the meeting is over, all these minutes are circulated to the members of the meeting, saying that so and so points are discussed in the meeting. Understand? Next one, prepare. So how to prepare an agenda, how to prepare business minutes, we come to know. Next one, presentations of communication using various methods, using PowerPoint technology and the latest technology, or WhatsApp, or Facebook, or YouTube, how to give presentations, how to communicate about the business organization also, we come to know here. So this is all about the syllabus of your life skill course, business communication. Please do understand that having knowledge about business communication gives you wonderful opportunities in your careers. That means you can say that during my course, I took business communication. Then they will ask, what did you learn? Then you can say, sir, how to prepare reports, I know. How to write a business letter, I know. How to write an email, I know. How to give a presentation, I know. So you can tell that you are very well equipped with the weapons related to business communication. So you will have wonderful chances of getting that job. Understand? So I request all of you to bestow attention. And for example, see, so some other co-curricular activities also will be done. For example, collection of various model business letters. You need to start that now itself. You can go to Google and business letters, you can type. 3 or 4 models come and take them, download them. You observe how those letters are written, who wrote to whom. Understand? Then you will understand how the business letters structure will be there, what type of words they are using. And invited lecture or field level training by a business expert. That means you may be taken if corona reduces. We may even go to companies like our business organizations like Big Bazaar or some other companies near Kovura or in Rajamandri. We can visit them and we can ask them what type of communication takes place. How do they conduct their meetings? How their agenda points look like? How their minutes are circulated? How their advertisements are done. All these things you can do. And reading of various business reports. You can ask them, sir, can you give us business report? How do you get feedback from your customers? How do you improve upon? How do you talk to your customers, clients, or franchises, branches? So you need to show your personal interest. That helps you grow very well. So it's not just getting 30 marks or 40 marks in the 50 marks examination. It is about improving yourself and getting awareness. how the business organizations run and communicate. And presentations of reports, charts, etc. That means how to make a presentation, how to write a report, how to write a, draw a chart, all these things also you can do as part of this course. Assignments will be there, group discussions we can have, field visits we can have if everything permits us. Understand? So now itself we can start, for example, business vocabulary, Google, some interesting words come. And whenever you look at any advertisement, what are the business communication related special words there? Like discount, offer, percentage, and understand, and quality, attractive, useful. Some words will be there, so please note them down. That will be very interesting process. So some books also are given here as a reference. PD Chaturvedi is the business communication concepts, cases and applications. Pearson's education. That means those who are very much interested in doing MBA later. That means joining in business organizations and growing very well as a business person. They can actually get such books. And effective business communication. And you please log into swayam.gov.in. There also you will get self-learning courses. And if you type in websites, business communication, many presentations come, many videos also come. So as students, please pay your personal interest so that you can grow very well in your careers. Okay, this is what the introduction about syllabus. Thank you very much. And let me stop here.